We're going to start with Oh God Guide Me. So start with your fingers up in the air. You ready? Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have to start with We Are Drops. We always start with We Are Drops, and I totally forgot. Okay, so here we go. We are drops of one ocean. We are waves of one sea. Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. We are flowers of one garden. We are leaves of one tree. Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. All the world is one country. Man is one. Can't you see? Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. Hi, Janet! Janet is a Bahá'í who has been in our area forever, and I knew her growing up, and she's checking it out. So, hi, Janet. It's nice to see you on here today. Okay, so we just sang We Are Drops. We're going to sing Oh God Guide Me. So if you want to get your fingers ready, pointing up at the sky, here we go. Oh God, guide me, protect me, make of me a shining lamp and a brilliant star. Thou art the mighty and the powerful. Let's do it again. Oh God, guide me, protect me, make of me a shining lamp and a brilliant star. Thou art the mighty and the powerful. And then I thought we could do So Powerful, because that's one of our favorites, right? Here we go. So powerful is the light of unity. So powerful is the light of unity, that it can illuminate the whole earth, that it can illuminate the whole earth, the whole earth. Should we do it a little faster? Can you do it a little faster with me? Okay, you ready? Here we go. So powerful is the light of unity. So powerful is the light of unity, that it can illuminate the whole earth, that it can illuminate the whole earth, the whole earth. Were you able to keep up with me? This morning at our Zoom lesson, my daughter told us that wasn't fast enough, so we had to go even faster. Can you believe it? And we actually did it. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to sing about joy, because that's the virtue we're talking about today. And there's a quote by Abdu'l-Bahá that says, joy gives us wings. In times of joy, our strength grows in might. Our intellect takes flight. I don't know if this is actually the quote by Abdu'l-Bahá. I'm actually going to pull up the quote by Abdu'l-Bahá later, and I'll put it on the YouTube, on the Instagram, because this is a song that was inspired by the quote. So we're just going to sing the song, and then on Instagram, I'll put the actual quote so you know what the actual quote is by Abdu'l-Bahá, okay? But it goes like this. I learned this at Green Acre last year, and I am very good at remembering parts of how the song goes. But then for the parts I can't remember, I make up my own thing for it. So people who know the song probably will say, that's not the right melody or tune. And so bear with me. It's just what it's going to be. You ready? And this is a clapping song, so it goes. Put this over here so I'm not looking away from you. I always feel silly doing this by myself in a room alone. Okay. Joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings. In times of joy, our strength grows in might. In times of joy, our intellect takes flight. In times of joy, our understanding is bright. Joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings. And then there's another song that I'm going to combine. So it goes, when sadness visits us, we become weak. Our strength goes away. Our insights are dim. Our thoughts become gray. However, joy gives us wings, joy gives us Wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings. You want to sing the wings part with me one more time now that you know how that part goes? Okay. Joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings. Okay. And then the last song I want to sing was also by Abdul Baha, where it talks about, I want you to be happy. And I think he said this at Green Acre also. Too bad Laurel's not on here because she could be correcting me on all these things. And it goes, the song that I know goes, I want you to be happy, happy, to laugh, smile, and rejoice. Oh, be happy, happy, so that others may be made happy by you. Oh, I have been made happy by you. Okay. Now, time to read some books. So what is this thing of joy we're talking about? We know what happiness is, right? You know how it feels to feel very sad or angry or happy, right? But what does joy mean? I think joy is a slightly stronger feeling of happiness. And there are things that might make us happy that don't last for very long, but there are other things that bring joy over and over and over again. So we're going to be talking about that today. And one of the things, grown-ups, there's a podcast called The Happiness Lab. And on it, I don't know if she's a psychologist or a scientist, but they're going through all the science behind what makes people happy. And kids, what's very interesting is that all the things they're talking about that brings people happiness can be found in the Baha'i faith, right? So they talk about gratitude, which we talked about before, being thankful. They talk about sleep, which we all need. We need sleep. We need good nutrition. We need downtime. They talk about building community, which is what Baha'is are asked to do all over the world, to build this community. They talk about being of service to others. Meditation and prayer, which is also vital to being a Baha'i. And they talk about healthy relationships, being in nature, rituals and traditions, which as families, we are making our own traditions for different Baha'i holidays and looking for the silver lining. So we know that we're supposed to be doing 95 laupas a day. We're supposed to pray in the morning and evening and night. Evening and night are the same word. Morning and evening, and an obligatory prayer when you get old enough. Fasting when you're old enough. Being of service to other people. Building communities and relationships and friendships. So it's all within the faith that we are given this blueprint to figure out how to be happy and how to be joyful. So I'm going to read you a couple books. This book is called Grandma's Purse. Have you seen it before? Is this a new book for you? I hope so. I love when I can introduce you guys to new books. Who has a grandma who carries around a purse? And if she does, what is in your grandma's purse? Is it something exciting? Thank you for not judging my fingernails. I was in the garden this morning and they're very dirty under them. But they're clean, I promise. Okay, today my grandma Mimi is coming to visit. When Mimi comes over, she always has a new treasure to share. Look at Mimi. Even the kitten is excited to see Mimi. But look at this. We have to go back a page. Hold on. Here's the granddaughter. And here comes Mimi. She can just see the back of her head. She must be walking over to the door, right? Does she look excited to see her? Yes! And no matter what it is, it comes from inside her purse. Wow, look at the magic coming out of that purse. Oh. I can't look away from it. It must be full of some magical things. All of the things that make my grandma Mimi. She looks so excited and so joyful and so happy. What could be in there? Will you show me what's inside? What do you think your grandma's going to say? Of course. Yes, she will. I keep all kinds of things in my purse. You never know what you'll want to have with you. They have big smiles on their faces. I use my mirror to see myself before you see me. I use it to put on my lipstick so my lips are ready to give you a big kiss. Mwah! And you have your smell good. Mimi laughs. Yes, I use my smell good so you know I was here even after I go home. What do you think a smell good is? Do you think it's perfume? I keep extra earrings in my purse in case I want to feel extra fancy. Look at her doing her Mimi's hair. This coin purse holds my coins, of course, but it also holds memories. Your grandfather brought it back from Japan for me. So when I do something small like put away change, I do something big and think of him too. Candy! You never know when you'll need a little treat. Mimi always passes me a piece of candy to suck on in church, right when I start having a hard time paying attention to the pastor. Your phone looks like a toy. It has my friends' numbers on it. What else would I need it for? That's not what Mommy and Daddy's phones look like these days, is it? My glasses help me see your pretty face, and this scarf can keep me warm or give me a cushion if I want to rest my head, or it can make me feel fancy if my earrings don't do it on their own. Look at all these magical things in her purse. So this is how Mimi gets to be Mimi. With everything in her purse, I can be Mimi too. You pretending to be Mimi? Oh yeah, she is. Look at her. Look at her with the lipstick and her glasses and her fancy earrings and her jewelry and the scarf. Being with Mimi is so fun, isn't it? Toward the bottom of the bag, I find a sleeve of pictures. At first, I only recognize one, me, but Mimi shows me who is in the others. There's a Mimi a long time ago when she married Papa, and another of my mom when she was my age. Do you see all those pictures? Baby, that might be young. I think that's her. Look at all these pictures down here. Wedding pictures, baby pictures, graduation. This must be Mimi when she was a girl. What do you think? There's one more thing at the very bottom. I couldn't see it until we took out all of Mimi's treasures one by one. It's big and it has my name on it. Does she look happy, sad, excited? I think she looks like she's full of excitement and joy. A purse of my own! It looks just like Mimi's. And I know what will go in first. A picture of Mimi and candy and a Barbie doll and some magic. Right? Do you think these are all things she keeps in her purse? Because here's her purse. Oh, let me show the front here. Here's Mimi's purse with all the things she has in. So lipstick, a hairbrush, some glasses, a pen, some candy, butterfly, notebook, perfume, smell good, a little purse. And here's what's in hers. African folk tales, a thank you note for Mimi that says thank you, and that's a picture of Mimi, a ballerina doll, crayons and a notebook, some candy. I like that book because it just goes to show how excited she is to be with Mimi and to see what's in Mimi's purse and the joy that brings. Now, both of my books, 2 of my 3 books today have to do with grandmas and gifts that grandmas give grandchildren, which is completely coincidental. And actually, this book I threw in here last minute because it just arrived in the mail and I love it. And I thought it had a good message at the end. So we're going to read it. It's called When Grandma Gives You a Lemon Tree. What can you tell from this picture? So here's Grandma, and here's the granddaughter, and she is holding a lemon leaf, and her face doesn't look very excited about this lemon tree. But Grandma's pretty excited, huh? Would you be excited if you received a lemon tree from your grandma? What do you think? Let's see what happens here. Look at Grandma coming around the corner in her bright yellow car with balloons flying out the back. Kind of looks like a lemon, doesn't it? And I guess her granddaughter lives in the city. There's this empty lot here with yellow grass, yellow grass, yellow grass, yellow grass. And in this window, what do you see in there? Maybe her granddaughter. Let's see. And you know what's interesting? This says Meyer Lemon. Those are the names of the street, which is a type of lemon, which is kind of funny. Okay. When Grandma gives you a lemon tree, Grandma has arrived. You were hoping for one of these. Birthday wish list: a robot dog, a drone, a computer, a phone, a remote control car, headphones. But surprise! It's a lemon tree. What should you do when Grandma gives you a lemon tree for your birthday? First of all, act excited. Yeah, your face should look like this. Not this. And definitely not this. I don't want the lemon tree! That's not very grateful, is it? Next, say something polite. Try, thank you, just what I needed. Keep smiling until Grandma leaves or falls asleep. And do not harm your lemon tree. She's less than excited about her lemon tree, it seems. Don't drop it off a bridge. Tie it to your birthday balloons. Play ding dong, ditch the lemon tree. Dear neighbor, happy lemon tree day. You don't want to get rid of your lemon tree. You want to hold on to it. Now listen closely. This is important. Place your lemon tree in a sunny spot. Looks sunny there. Be careful not to overwater it. She's stopping the fire hydrant from getting it too wet. And be prepared to battle against intruders like dogs who want to pee-pee on your lemon tree or snails that want to eat your lemon tree. No snails allowed on this lemon tree. When winter arrives, keep your lemon tree warm. She put a scarf on it. She's taking it inside. Then wait. So you own a lemon tree. Now what? And wait. She's repotting it. And wait some more. It's getting taller and taller. She named it Lola. She put a light over it so it gets lots of sun. And look, there are flowers. You need flowers for fruit to grow. Once the snow melts, it's time to bring your lemon tree back outside. She's pulling it out on her skateboard. Lola is the name of the lemon tree. All of our friends are there. Well done. Sure, you can decorate your lemon tree or hide behind it. Come out, wherever you are. Putting all these beautiful decorations on the lemon tree. But you know what's even more fun? I think this lemon tree is bringing joy to everybody. Picking lemons! Woohoo! Oh my gosh, look at all those lemons that this lemon tree produced. Pick them, slice them, squeeze them. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze-a-roo. Ta-da! Now you have made lemon juice. Making lemon juice together. You didn't think I'd just leave you with lemon juice, did you? Of course not. Remember those gifts you were hoping for? It's good you're staying focused. Remember those gifts? Robot dog, drone, computer, phone, remote control, headphones. She's adding one more thing to the megastore list. What is she adding? Gather these items. Lemon juice from your lemons. Water. A pinch or handful of sugar. I'd put a handful in. Here's the recipe. Classic lemonade. 4 lemons, 4 cups of water, 1/3 cup sugar, and ice. Squeeze lemons, add water, add sugar, mix until sugar is dissolved. Pour over ice. Enjoy. Flashy lemonade stand. She made a lemonade stand and she invited all of her neighbors. Lemonade for sale, yum! There's a line all the way around the block. Cue a dazzling smile and ka-ching! She made all that money selling her lemonade. Count your cash and head to the store. Here's the mega store. See, it says mega store. Over here, there are, these say pears, like an apple, like an iPhone Apple computer. Here are the robots you wanted, the robot dogs. But look what's over here. This says, today only all plants are on sale. Now you can finally buy exactly what you want. What is she going to go buy? Is she going to go buy the robot dog? Is she going to go buy the new computer? She bought all these plants instead. Something you can really enjoy. What is she going to do with all of those plants? She got some gardening tools, some seeds, all these plants to plant on the ground and share with others too. Look at that beautiful garden she created, all from one gifted lemon tree, right? And do you think these people are happy to be in a garden? Oh my gosh. Do you remember before this was all yellow and now it's full of plants? These were all yellow grass and there was no plants over here. She basically built up a whole community garden on her block. Now, what I like about this book and why I think it relates to joy is because this girl, when she went to the mega store, she could have gotten her computer, or she could have gotten that robot dog, right? But you know what? Sometimes you get that kind of stuff and it makes you happy and joyful for a very short period of time, and then you get bored and you forget about it and you throw it off to the side. But instead, she bought all these flowers and all these plants, and she created a space that her neighbors and her friends could continue to be joyful in and could continue adding to it and building community, right? Okay, last one. I have one more book. We're being very patient, and then we're going to do an art project if you want to join me. We're decorating rocks today. And this book has everything to do with stones. Scribble stones. Actually, it has to do with one stone. Again, let's look at the beginning of this. You see these stones? Are they colorful or are they dull and gray? They're dull and gray because that's what stones are, right? Look at this stone. It looks pretty similar to that stone. This could be in that book. All right, let's see. They look pretty happy though. Some of them, more than others. Let me adjust over here. Okay. This story is about one happy stone. He looks pretty happy, who was gray and round and rarely alone. He lived with the others, all stacked in a pile, and waited calmly with a large, friendly smile. There he is, all the way at the top. Each stone had a purpose, but it wasn't known yet. Just like we all have a purpose. Some would be landscaping, and some a stone pet. There were so many things that the stones could be. The hardest part was just waiting to see. Stone knew that his purpose would brighten someone's day. He just wasn't sure how or in what kind of way. He imagined the things that he might soon become as he watched all the stones get picked one by one. He's pretty excited. He's starting to wonder when it's his turn. He's getting a little nervous. Oh no. But his happy face slowly turned to a frown as he watched the tall pile start to dwindle on down. And although he was worried, he tried not to care until it was clear he was the last one there. He's all alone. Then it finally happened. Stone was quickly picked up. He was placed on a desk next to a very large cup. What is his purpose? As Stone looked around, he thought, this is so great! But soon he discovered he was a dull paperweight. I'm supposed to bring happiness, not hold paper still. There must be a mistake. This just can't be my skill. Then all of a sudden, a splatter flew high, and then some bright scribbles came wiggling by. They were headed right toward the short paper stack, and they filled up the paper on the front and the back. Here they come! Ah! I love his face. They were all making art. It was happening so fast. Stone feared that the paper would simply not last. Look at all these scribbles on every page, front and back. He's holding up all the papers that are scribbled and splattered on. He couldn't believe just how much the pile grew. Then he heard a small cry from the fun splatter crew. We knew that this pile was getting too tall. There is no more paper. We have used it all. The scribbles all cried. They now saw it too. This is a disaster. Oh, what will we do? This one's crying. Oh, they're both crying. Oh no. There's no paper left. What are they going to do? Can they not do any more art? Stone didn't want the scribbles to cry, so he thought of something that they could all try. He slowly rolled down the very large pile and said, I know how to make you all smile. I know I'm not paper, but I like art too. Do you think you could spare some red, yellow, and blue? They loved the idea and could not wait to start. Scribble began making a happiness heart. Splatter then painted some pale baby blue. Another scribble added a sunny gold hue. It didn't take long before more stones showed up, and soon the line grew behind the large red cup. Look at this line of stones getting scribbled and detailed and designed on. To Stone's surprise, he was picked up once more. He had never heard of this happening before. More art was added, and he was on his way to become a small gift to brighten someone's day. Nearby, another Stone's journey had begun. He was spreading such happiness and having great fun. Every time he traveled, someone added their part. Sometimes just a scribble, sometimes fancy art. With each new layer, there was a story to share, and soon scribble stones were seen everywhere. They traveled the planet. It was quite an event, bringing happiness and fun wherever they went. Now thousands of stones inspire creativity each day, all because of a paperweight with a will and a way. Okay. So one of the things I thought we could do, we've talked about a few different things at our virtues classes. We've talked about generosity. We've talked about selflessness. We've talked about, what else did we talk about? Love. And so what I thought we could do today is, if you haven't already, collect some stones. My son made this one. Can you see it? It's a lion. And we're going to decorate these stones and then either give them away as a gift or leave them somewhere where people can find them. And maybe it'll brighten someone's day and bring them some joy. So my nephew earlier today, he made a stone and then he wrote a little note that says, if you find this, I hope it'll bring you joy. And I'll post all of the pictures of the other stones that the kids have been making on Instagram. But I'm going to make a couple stones myself because I haven't had the opportunity yet. Did I show you this one? I'm sorry. I did, right? It's a rainbow face. So what we used was, we used acrylic paint on a stone. Googly eyes, which you can use or not use. We're redoing our art room and I couldn't find my googly eyes, so I have some eye stickers that I'm going to use. Or maybe I won't use them at all. I don't know. Acrylic paint. And then at the end, I'm actually going to spray mine with this clear gloss spray, but you don't have to. I just happen to have it, and that'll make it withstand the elements better outside. So go collect your materials if you want to do this with me. If not, you don't have to. That's okay too. And I'm going to start working on my stones. Okay? All right, let's see. I'm going to put you down here. And if you guys do make stones, I would love to see what you make and how you're spreading joy. And maybe we'll talk about some of the things that might bring us some joy too while we're working. Okay, so these are my sunstones. We'll put them, or should I put them up here? Put them up here. And I already painted this one kind of like a shiny green color. I was thinking about maybe putting a sun on here and writing joy above it. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. And I have my acrylic paints here. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I forgot to bring the book up. Where is it? Did I not bring it up? I left it downstairs. There's a book that's called 100 Things I Love to Do with You. And it has 100 different things that someone might enjoy doing with someone that they love or they care deeply about. And some of the things in that book are like splashing in puddles together, having races, gardening together. So while you're painting, can you think of things that bring you joy, that make you happy? And then I thought maybe we could think about ways that, oh, excuse me. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to be down like this so that, just want to make sure that, okay. And then ways that we can bring joy to other people, right? So one of the things I love that brings me so much joy, and it might be why I like that book so much about the lemon tree, is being outside in my garden. It's like my favorite thing, other than being with my children, obviously. I love gardening, and I love watching things grow and change and develop without too much assistance from us. What are some of the things that you guys love? You can write it. If one of your parents wants to write it, they can, or you can just talk about it with your grown-ups. Some of the things that make you happy and bring you joy. I'm going to use a smaller paintbrush here as I make my little sun rays. Like this. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Sharpie when this is all done to outline everything. once it's dry. You can make animals, you can write words on your stones. But the important thing is that we're going to give these stones away to somebody else, okay? Shoghi Effendi has a quote that I've used so many times. And it goes, of course I can't remember it as I have to say it out loud. The more we, oh shoot, I'm having anytime I do this, I get nervous and I can't remember what I want to say. But basically what Shoghi Effendi says is the more that we search for ourselves, the less likely we are to find ourselves. And the more we search for God and help our fellow men, the more inwardly assured will we become. And I think that has something to do with happiness too. The more you worry about your own happiness, the harder it is to stay happy. But the more we worry about other people and about building community and about helping others, kind of like magic, we start to feel happier. And Shoghi Effendi says, this is one of the infinite... Oh, sorry. Sienna says her family brings her joy. That's a wonderful thing to bring you joy, Sienna. That's lovely. My family brings me joy too. I think being with my family is the most joyful thing. So, if you guys can think of other things that bring you joy, that'd be awesome. Okay, here's my little son. Do you think I should give my son eyeballs? I don't know. We're going to let it dry first. I think actually these little stickers that I have might be too big. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm going to skip the eyes on that one. I'm going to write on the very top of this joy. And maybe I'll write it, maybe I'll write it in pink. I think pink's a good color. Or like, this is called fuchsia. I thought I was going to have a fun name, but fuchsia's still kind of a fun name. My cousin Lauren painted a fish earlier today, and it's so beautiful. And she even wrote the whole quote about joy gives us wings on the rock. I'm so impressed. I'll post a picture of it. Okay, is this acrylic? This seems like it is acrylic. Seems like temper to me for some reason. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna write J. J. O. Y. Joy is a good word to write on a little rock because it's only 3 letters. Especially if you don't have a whole lot of room on your rock to write on, right? Joy gives us wings, joy, joy gives us wings, joy gives us wings, joy, joy gives us wings in times of joy. Times of joy. What do you think? It's backwards for you, huh? Okay. Now I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and I'm going to work on another one. And then I'll add some details to my son, I think. I love this little lion that my son made. It's so cute. I kind of don't want to give it away because I think it's just so adorable. But we have to be detached. Hopefully it'll bring other people joy, right? Okay, now what should I make? What are you guys making? Can you inspire me? Are you just decorating your rocks, or do you have a theme going? Are you making animals? Are you making just colored rocks? Let me know. I think I'm gonna make a rainbow rock. Start with a little red. Maybe I'll make a love rock. I'll make one that says love. How's that? I like the shiny paint I have here. Okay. I think I'm gonna make one with a big heart on it. To go along with our love robots a few weeks ago, right? We talked about love. So not to. Okay, here we go. Just give it a nice big heart. All right, guys, you don't have to stick around for all of this. Take your time. There's no rush. Artwork takes time. And that's why when I was in art school, we would have like 3-hour classes because that's how long it takes to really get into something. Not this kind of art, but, you know, just take your time. There's no rush. And I'm going to get off so that these videos aren't too long to upload. But I've really enjoyed working with you today and talking about joy. I hope that you're able to find some joy this week and maybe provide joy for other people in the way that you treat others and think about others. I know you're all so generous and kind and loving and patient, and that brings joy to a lot of people. All right, everybody. Let me know where you put your rocks, and I'll post where we place ours. I think we might go and place these on a hiking path in our town. Or I was thinking about maybe taking them to an assisted living area that might have paths outside. I don't know if people are walking outside, and put them on the sidewalks. But you could put it in your own neighborhood. You could send them to friends and neighbors. You could leave them places for people to find just randomly. Right? All right. I'll post what I finish, okay? And I want to see what you finish too. Bye, guys. Soraya said she is making a person. Love it, Soraya. I can't wait to see. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your week. We'll see you next weekend. Bye.